What's ASMR and how does it work? With everything going on in the world today, one just needs to take a breather and relax. How best to do that if not with some ASMR videos? ASMR has become one of the most popular searched contents on YouTube. In fact, even more searched than how to make some homemade chocolate. What is more interesting is that the very topic we'll handle in this video is a frequently asked question: what is ASMR? If you are one of the curious folks, join me on the journey to uncover hidden mysteries behind ASMR. Let's begin, shall we? What's ASMR? Before I go into dissecting this topic, ASMR is an acronym for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. Yes, I know this term might sound a little too bulky, but I'll explain in clearer terms. ASMR has to do with your feelings and your emotions. It is a complex emotional state that some people experience when they hear, see, and feel. What's more, the experience is stimulated by what we call triggers. These triggers could be in the form of whispers, delicate hand movement, and light touch. People who know about the ASMR phenomenon and probably watch those not-so-fun videos on YouTube can better explain their emotional reaction to these triggers. But I'll give you a hint. After experiencing these triggers, the feeling you get will be a tingling sensation that begins from the crown of your head and can spread down to your neck and limbs. Some people get deeply relaxed and even tend to fall asleep. Sounds like a pleasurable experience to me. I bet you didn't know. So, how did it all begin? As much as the term may sound a bit technical, there is a little underlying research geared towards understanding the science behind this phenomenon. This is rather heartbreaking, but on the bright side, here's what we know about ASMR's origin. This term is believed to have been coined by Jennifer Allen in 2010, who started a group on Facebook dedicated to know more about this phenomenon. After a short whispering video emerged in 2009 and went viral, people have over time shared how they felt after having this experience. Some even realized that they already had this experience in their childhood. ASMR often emerges in childhood. Some of the instances are tingles during the guessing game of what letter am I tracing on your back. Though people have peculiar triggers, there are some consistencies in ASMR that explains the childhood emergence. We wouldn't talk about ASMR without talking about Bob Ross, the famous ASMR YouTuber and sometimes called the godfather of king of ASMR videos. He was one of the first ASMR artists, having up to 7 million views on his videos. He definitely did something right. So how does it work? I bet you're curious to know how ASMR works. Well, the truth is the ASMR experience differs from person to person. Well, we can say peculiar to individuals. While some people may feel, others do not even get the experience at all. Quite saddening, but it is true. ASMR does not work on everybody, but for the people who do experience it, it is an overwhelming feeling. Usually, when people watch these ASMR videos, most of which are boring by the way, they feel relaxed and even tend to fall asleep. Most of them feel a tingling sensation. This tingling sensation that happens once in a trance-like state, followed by a feeling of ecstasy or euphoria. Others can feel very relaxed. In some cases, ASMR viewers might get sexually aroused. But hold that thought for a second and let's talk about the triggers. Common triggers in ASMR. I had said earlier that there are certain triggers to this feeling. They include whispers, touch, hand movements, but there's more. Because people are wired differently, some persons prefer a more personal attention experience, like whispering or light touch and hand movement, visuals, crushing, eating, while some prefer role-playing. It gives them a pleasurable experience. For others, they fancy watching videos where normal activities are carried out, like crinkling wrapping papers, spraying water from a bottle, stirring a bowl of soup, folding laundry, and as little as tapping. Some prefer a more tactile approach, which involves physical touch. If you're interested, you can find ASMR videos on YouTube. How would you know if you have ASMR? Well, it's simple. If you often feel tingles when someone plays with your hair or traces the lines on your back with their fingertips, then you have the Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. Well, there may be exceptions peculiar to individuals. What these are typical experiences that most people with ASMR have shared. So, do you have ASMR? What does it do? ASMR gives a lot of feelings to people. Some people even feel sexually turned on by it. But this experience is far from sexual. It is mostly for relaxation and ecstasy. So what exactly does it do? Well, there are feelings or sensations that will be discussed here, one of which is brain tingles. ASMR gives brain tingles. Tingles is one major feeling for people who experience ASMR. It gives you chills when someone plays with your hair or draws on your your back with their fingertips. Researchers have used this feeling to suggest possible behaviors that, as you will see, differentiates those who experience ASMR from those who don't. Through the ASMR studies carried out on brain imaging, there are about 3 areas that were looked at. One of these areas showed that the periods of ASMR tingling in the participants were associated with increased activation in their brain regions. This activation involved empathy, emotion, and affiliative behavior. From this, the ASMR authors liken ASMR to a caring and grooming behavior, which implies that ASMR can make those experiencing it feel more connected to others. Viewers are more empathetic. People who experience ASMR have the tendency to be more empathetic, compassionate, and have more immersive experiences, like connecting to situations and being imaginative. They often have a higher score on personality traits, which means they are open to experiences and have high imagination, intellectual curiosity, and appreciation of art and beauty. ASMR can be used as a therapy tool. ASMR can be used as a therapy tool. As it has often been said, through comments on ASMR experiences, most people who have this encounter feel energized, relaxed, and at peace, which explains the therapeutic feeling they get. If you take a quick glance through some comments on ASMR videos, you will notice how it improves people's moods, offset loneliness, and even relieve them of insomnia because it helps them fall asleep. Sounds amazing. You should also know that there is scientific evidence to support the claim that people who experience this phenomenon have a reduced heart rate when they watch the ASMR videos. One fun fact about ASMR is that there are many videos on YouTube, so you can get the type you connect with. But that's not all. ASMR is very effective and has lots of subscribers. Cool, right? Some companies have embraced this trend using this phenomenon to advertise their brand. In 2015, BBDO, Batten & Barton, and Derstein and Osborne created an ASMR video ad in China for Dove chocolate. Also, the KFC CMO, Kelvin Hodgman, is a huge fan of ASMR. He made a comment on the Washington Post saying that there's lots of comforts that are associated with ASMR, and that's what our food delivers. Though there is still ongoing research concerning this phenomenon, ASMR is indeed the people's choice. ASMR artists like Heather Feather have close to 400,000 YouTube subscribers. These people are definitely doing something right to draw this much attention. So folks, this is all there is to know about the ASMR phenomenon. But before we go, what have you heard about ASMR? Have you watched any videos? If you have, which of the triggers can you relate to? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share this video, and remember to click on the subscribe button for more videos. We'll see you in the next one.